People of all sizes, large and little, ladies and gentlemen, and folks somewhere in the middle, welcome back to Sushimi's House. I'm your loving host, Master Sushimi, joined today by my sweet sister, Ice Bubbie.
Hello.
We're back with some more Final Fantasy XVI. Right up top, just want to do a little bit of a housekeeping note. I got a new computer over the holidays. We're also recording this like mid-January. You probably won't see this until like March, I guess. I don't know. Time is a flat circle and it's ruining my life. But yeah, if there's a little bit of audio weirdness, we're doing a bunch of sound tests. We're trying to work out any kinks. Hopefully there's nothing wrong.
Yeah,
and I've just delivered this little monologue for no reason, but I just wanted to give you a heads up and ask for a little bit of grace.
Yeah, just in case there's any
cry.
weirdness, because we did just spend, no joke, the last 30 minutes, if not more, doing a sound test, and we did multiple sound tests, fidgeting with multiple settings. So this is not just us being like, what the heck, you know, like.
Yeah, this isn't us just being like good enough, like genuinely.
Like checking back.
Right, we had a bunch of quests to turn in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and there's a guy we had to talk to like right around here. Okay. Last session was
a good
productive.
idea to have editors stuff.
It was. We got a lot done, but then we didn't have enough time to actually deal with everybody's monologues about what happens when we turn shit in.
Yeah.
So we were like, we'll just turn it in later. Oh, you were weird, weren't you?
Yeah,
Right
weird
there,
little
Sid.
pervert.
How's that hunt for the bomb ash going? I have it here.
Oh,
Well, he's gonna be like, oh, splendid, and touch like the fingertips. Ew.
That's the stuff. And
That's worse
plenty of
somehow.
it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old
Do you need an
while.
inhaler?
You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise.
I won't.
Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
Oh, he reminds me like a little bit of like Pops, but not in a charming way from
Oh,
like
God.
regular show.
And I already didn't find Pops' voice charming. It grows on you.
It
but
does.
It's not initially charming.
Most of the characters from what I've seen, to be fair, grow on you. I never actually watched that show start to finish. One of my college professors loved it though.
Interesting.
And it was so funny because she was so like sweet and gentle and innocent, and I would have never like expected her of all people to like watch regular show.
Impressive.
Which, by the way, regular show was originally intended to be an Adult Swim show.
That makes a lot of
And then
sense.
they didn't have enough shows on Cartoon Network, so they were like, well, how about you just tone it down and then we'll let you in on Cartoon Network. And they're like, okay. But like, after a while, it's like, we're already on air. You can't really take it back. No take back season. We're going to stop gentling it down as much.
That's so funny.
Because the themes in regular show are not Cartoon Network, you know, material.
Regular, yeah.
So,
Especially not for the time that it started to come out.
well, yeah. I think
'Cause,
later
like,
down the road, sure.
You could argue that like it would have fit in right alongside stuff like Ed, and Eddie,
Yeah.
but not along stuff like Even Universe, Adventure Time. Which, like, mind you, those do deal with some heavy themes, but like regular shows are just like weird about it. Like the approach is just very different.
Yeah. I mean, Muscle Man regularly makes your mom jokes.
My mom,
Sorry, that's where
his mom.
My mom. I forgot. Sorry, Owain. I don't care.
You know who else fixed the Olympic? My mom. Like, why?
Hey, remember how we apologized for any sort of sound weird?
Yeah, that, you know what?
It actually wasn't because of the technical
Whoopsie-doodle.
issues. It's just because it's gonna be oops all voice acting on
'Cause
this
I've
one.
fried my vocal muscles.
As
and
I'm gonna
mucuses.
attempt to do a pop. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do a pops.
Told you. Thank you.
I think.
No.
Did you give me a colonoscopy? Like, what happened?
A backyard colonoscopy.
A behind the Wendy's colonoscopy?
Then you get a 4 for 4 included.
A biggie bag?
Yeah, actually, don't cheap out. No 4 for 4. It's gotta be a biggie bag.
Uh,
A biggie bag or no deal.
That one time
does
Dad
insurance
complained to
cover-
me about how expensive colonoscopies are. Were the same exotic compound that was applied to the letter.
Does insurance cover the biggie bag?
really become supple enough to accommodate
No.
more than 20 toes? Okay, so now we can carry more potions. We can spend more money.
Oh, we do remember actually caring about this. Sorry, Owain.
Yeah,
Thanks for the thing.
sure, I guess.
Whatever.
Anyway, he was complaining to me about the price of colonoscopies. 4 to 6, 3 to 4, 2 to 3, 2 to 3.
I almost said something so not real, which I was gonna be like, and he loves getting them.
And I was like, well, Dad, just go behind the Wendy's. They'll give you one for free. And he was just like, you're gross. You're disgusting.
He probably thought we were in on it because I did call. So I took him to and from his colonoscopy, and I did call it a drive-through colonoscopy because it was so fast. They told me it would be like a 3-hour wait, so I like went. Well, and this was during the big bad, so I wasn't even allowed in the building with him.
Oh, wow.
Like I had to like walk him in, help him get checked in, and they were like, okay, cool, now you need to wait in your car. And I was like, well, can I go home if you're not gonna let me? They're like, well, no, if you don't stay, we won't do it. And I was like, so you won't let me in the building, but you won't let me go home? I live 10 minutes away. If there's an emergency, you can call me. They were like, no, you have to be here.
Yeah, they're weird about it.
And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I
It's
stayed in there.
similar when you do dental work. I mean, really, just anytime you put somebody to sleep.
Well, yeah, but no, to be fair, during the bid bad, they wouldn't have let somebody in the building either. So like, I get it.
Too stubborn to take it. She
Um,
threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
oh no.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Tactful as ever.
So we do still have to deal with Karen.
I mean,
You have
Karen
better luck than I
won't be
did.
as nasty with us, I don't think. We're
That's
good.
true.
We're good, sweet boys. Or at least she'll be more likely to be honest.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
But yeah, no. So they were like, you're gonna be here for 3 hours, and I was like, okay, let me like be ready. So I took my Switch and I was like ready to like hunker down and play some games. It got cold, so our mom on the way to work stopped by with like a blanket for
Lady
me.
Karen,
I feel like I remember this.
Doe
Yeah,
tells me you weren't
it was
happy with
over
our
in like
offer.
45 minutes,
prefer the
if
deposit
that, like
being
total, like. And so I was like, damn,
I
Dad.
don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Aw.
Yeah.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you?
Well, I actually have always been.
But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Aw. And God, she's gonna sell it for a pretty
Oh,
fucking
you know
penny.
she's gonna get the best fucking price.
She's gonna,
available.
yeah.
Where'd you even get this?
She's gonna find some
A
rube.
decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much.
There, yep, there it is, literally.
Might
He's
be
like,
I already have a buyer
interesting.
in mind.
Oh, Sid
be
the Outlaw
even more.
touched this?
The fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure
She
to
wants to
tell
keep
her
it for
that it's
herself.
always a pleasure doing business.
Uh-huh. Okay. Valid. You do whatever you want with it, sweetie.
I mean, yeah, it's hers.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones.
No.
Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
I don't know if you're gonna get paid now.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
You done fucked up.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
Freak.
I knew so little
It's
about
a sippy
him.
cup.
Most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
I bet you do
Did you know
too.
Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take.
A long
Oh
time.
my
in the day.
god.
I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, oh, forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could.
Yeah, that's the part that fucks me up, right?
Sid was of the same mind as me.
Yeah, that's just wild.
It was
Like,
him who stood beside me when
yeah.
all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too.
I do like the
Left the
detail
war
of
on
Otto
once
having
and for
such a
all.
little softness to his voice right now. It's just,
His
Oh,
ribbons,
interesting. So he
gone.
did that after
like
the incident
threw
with his
away
son.
everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face.
Fuck, no wonder this guy's like
You
ride or
ain't-
die for Sid.
yeah.
Follow that man
Yeah.
to the ends of the earth.
Who wouldn't? You'd have
Oh
to
my
be
God.
a truly ungrateful, self-centered freak to just be like, nice that he did that anyway.
Yeah, that was so cool of him, but like, no. The original few.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone.
Got an even younger, even hotter Sid. Infuriating.
Right?
But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us
A
true.
younger Blackstone? Like, who
So
is
I
that?
swore to myself that I'd
Oh,
always
the cook.
stand right behind him, ready to catch
Right?
Maybe.
the
I'm
stepping
not
stone.
sure. I actually didn't get a good look at him.
The guy in the banana?
But I couldn't even do that.
Well, no. Hang on.
Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man.
Wait, no, you need a hug. I'm Sid now. You can't walk away without a hug.
Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
What's this random piece of paper sticking out?
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto,
Oh no.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you.
Oh.
Love you, you grumpy old sod.
Oh.
this note.
What about it?
Read it.
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once,
Oh, you loved that.
before he went.
You wanted to hear it in his own voice.
But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
We do appreciate self-awareness in this house.
Hey, can we get a therapist on this fucking
Yeah.
ship?
Oh my
Wrong, though.
God.
Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us.
I mean, sure, but you are definitely
You're
a
the
pillar,
fucking
dude.
backbone
I
of
just
it.
shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Well, Maybe. Oh no. We had to do finger counting. Shit.
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
So you have to live at least 3 more years, because that's what few is. 3 or more.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Some is 5 or more.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Sid
Thank
would
you.
have wanted you to have this.
Oh, we're gonna add that to our collection.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
This'll do me just fine.
Don't drop it.
I'm sure Karen knows somebody who can frame that for you.
Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Oh.
Already have.
That's so sweet. Yeah.
Quest complete.
It does make me wish a little bit that between Gavin and Otto, we had taken Otto on that mission. Even though I did really appreciate, like, the scene with Gavin, now I'm like, damn, what would it have looked like with Otto?
Yeah.
It's okay. We still
Oh,
got this.
According to Otto, Sid never once washed his goblet despite using it every day for both wine and small beer. I won't have it said that I'm a poor host.
The fuck? Yes, you are if you're not cleaning it.
Right? I mean, I guess that's your cup, right? So who's gonna stop you? Also, yucko, dude.
Meg told me she was building
Yeah.
a ship.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk with Karen about our baby boy not eating.
Yeah.
And be like, well, actually, it's just because he's a snooty little fuck now.
Yeah. He needs bigger prey.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
For a hunt, really.
You could say that.
So,
Yeah, Auntie.
Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what
Me
you're
and
after.
Teddy.
See about getting something.
God,
Speaking
fucking
of which,
that
I
dog.
brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Yeah.
1. It's 5.
5.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Were you a jock, Karen?
Oh, now we gotta go thank Tomes.
Yeah. Yeah. Teddy's a fancy little lad who has like a water fountain, drinking fountain thing.
Yeah. God, we haven't recorded in a minute, huh? I got
Yeah.
him one of those little bubbling fountains. Because he's very, very
Clive.
finicky about his water.
Were you able
If
to
he
locate
sees
your
that it's been
quarry?
sitting for too long, he
We were
won't touch
indeed,
it.
Lawsman. You
And
pointed
only
us in
recently
exactly
did he
the
start
right
actually
direction.
notifying
Torgal's been a
me
very
that he
happy hound
wants
ever
more water.
since.
Like he would, I think
Very
he's
good,
made the
very good.
connection that unless he tells me
Karen
to
sends her
change
thanks,
his
by the
water,
way,
I wouldn't
for
notice
your
it.
part in
Yeah.
solving the
But then I
mystery.
started changing his water like every 2 hours. But that got to be exhausting.
That reminds me.
So
After your last visit,
bubbling pet
I
water
found
fountain. It's
myself
like
pondering
marketed
Torgal's
towards
talents.
cats, but like
do you recall our conversation
dogs drink
concerning
water
Lady
too, and he
Jill's
loves it.
role in
He drinks water
Torgal's
all the time now.
transformation?
Yeah.
About how she
He just
somehow
does little
broke
drive-bys.
the power with
Yeah.
He'll
her.
be like doing toward you, but then he
Precisely
stops,
that.
sees the water, takes a couple sips, and then
reasonable
runs back to
conclusion, I
you.
thought,
Yeah.
Adorable.
but one which raised certain
I'm trying to get him a
questions in my mind.
high
You
food
see,
bowl so that he'll stop
the
scooping it
Fenrir of
onto the
legend
floor.
served
for
Shiva
kicking it
and
everywhere.
Shiva alone. And while the powers
but
attributed to him are certainly impressive,
It's a
the
process.
records
We're
imply they are
experimenting,
somewhat
and the
different
first
Yeah.
experiment was a
nature.
failure.
to those
Yeah,
you
just
described
'cause he's,
Torgal
like-
as having used.
I mean, it was like too tall and too big, and
Torgal
yeah.
may be
Slightly
the
too
beneficiary
tall,
of
slightly
more
too
than
big.
one icon's power.
The bull was
Consider
just like too
that in addition to Lady
ginormous.
Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid.
Bro, are you about to tell me that this
Short,
dog can take on
the
a
icons
bunch of
hitherto
different,
near at hand, or
like,
should I say, at paw?
icons?
Is I was gonna say, is this dog like us, where it can do multiple things?
Right, like
As the
Mythos?
realm's dominance have fallen to your sword, one can but speculate as to how all of this has affected
Can I Nethos?
Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh,
He's my
more than
sweet
an
little
ally.
good boy. He's more than an ally.
He's a friend.
My little rough and tumble pup. I've never heard you speak like this, Clive.
Oh, googie, googie, goo.
Oh, googie, googie, goo. Toro.
Okay, I'm uncomfortable now.
Oh, I hate this. All right, next time.
Next time it's Ishimi's house. Or this, later.
Bye.
You gotta know you're in for something special. You gotta feel it in your bones. Oh, you're gonna find what you need all in time. If you're looking for it, na 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 na. If you're looking for